Native Americans are really pissed off because we know we're American Indian. They're crashing out. Other people are mad because we know that our ancestors are Hebrews. So we weren't just stolen from in one way when it comes down to identity and heritage, but in two ways. Yeah. And it's just making everyone real pissed off. Well, but let me tell you something. You know what makes me pissed off? My entire life, my identity and heritage was stolen. Yeah, that's what makes me real pissed off. So I don't give a damn about what y'all are talking about. If someone steals something from you, wouldn't that piss you off? I guess not. Because y'all crashing out.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Ariel Jillian. So are Native Americans crashing out? Who are the American Indians? So we're going to look at some TikToks and dive right into this. Man, that intro was powerful. And she is right. Like, if you were stolen from, wouldn't you want what was stolen from you back? And in our case, it was our heritage. And not only American Indian, but our ancient ancestry, which was Hebrew. So we're going to get into these TikToks and I'll do some cop in and do some commentary.
Like, niggas don't find that shit the least bit suspicious, that how niggas from all over the world can come to America. You got Africans, you got Indians, you got Native Americans, you got people that ain't even from, bro, people that literally is German, people that literally ain't even from here, that get more help than people that are from here. How does that make any sense? How am I trying to start a business, meal prep, whatever, I can't get no funding, but I can look down the street and see 10 Indian restaurants in the same pavilion? Like, that makes any sense. And then it killed me because niggas let motherfuckers immigrate here, and then you like, okay, well, they start off with an 850 credit score. They start off with ITINs with no bad remarks on it. So, nigga, I get condemned for making even the mistake in college. Now, I made a mistake then 10 years ago, and I'm still fighting for this shit. Like, are you shitting? Shut up. Like, I'm sick of it, bro. Like, bruh, like, explain it.
Yeah, there's definitely an issue with funding. Like, if you were labeled black, like, I swear credit like goes against us. And then one, they don't even give us the same credit line as the immigrants, which is crazy. So we start off smaller anyways, and then we get knocked off like for the smallest little things. It's definitely
And before
crazy.
they went and covered it up, do you know what 23andMe said I was back in 2016? 100% Native American. So I love this. Y'all can keep writing me think pieces, but y'all can't cover up your tracks quick enough. You came from the cybers came from us. No one's denying that you have your own culture. We're just telling you where it came from. This is hard. This is very hard for many people who have been eating the lies, drinking the Kool-Aid for decades. But if you want to know why all this shit is happening right now, then you need to go back. You need to stop lying to yourselves. And you know what? Every time black people are right about something, y'all call them angry or conspiracists. Stop following the white man's script. That'll help y'all out a lot.
Celebrate this night with me. Although it's not the last time. There's a fire inside of me. I wanna burn for you tonight. Save your soul tonight.
Okay, I'm going to stop it right there and get on my soapbox for a second. Okay, so you cannot deny the Native Americans have a stake in America. They have been here longer than a lot of other immigrants. We can't deny that. Yes, they were here before the colonizers. But we can't also deny where they migrated from, which was Siberia. And for Native Americans to deny that would be to deny them of their real heritage. Just like American Indians have an ancient heritage of being Hebrew Israelites. We can't deny where we come from. And the Hebrew Israelites were originals in America. So it's like we cannot deny where these come from. And that's all we're saying. We're not denying that Native Americans were here before a lot of other people. They were. But are they the original Americans of this land? No, there is a difference. And we're getting to the bottom of this difference.
The difference from American Indians and Native Americans. American Indians look like this. It was reclassified 100 times, not literally 100 times, but go look at the U.S. Census. We went from black, Negro, colored, American Indian. This is what they was calling us on paper. Because my ancestors didn't want to register as American Indian, and we wanted to stay Blackfoot, we wanted to stay Cherokee, we wanted to stay Gullah Geechee, whatever. Then you got to think about the same time the government is opening up civilized tribes, opening up Dawes Roll Acts. So what did these 5 civilized tribes do? They washed out the original tribes, bro. That's why they get the money to stay on the reservations. They get paid for duping us. Facts. Oh, reservation rights. Y'all was immigrants from somewhere else. Now y'all basically is like the immigrants that's coming here today getting benefits from the government. Like Venezuelans, they getting $8,000 and buying apartments in Chicago and starting gang wars and shit. Right? Now, we ain't even gonna talk about who the real immigrants is, right? And who these pilgrims was to say who indigenous to the land or not. I'm not saying Native Americans wasn't in America. Building mounds, building pyramids. It's way more pyramids in America and Asia than anywhere in Africa. And people want to try to tie us back to Africa and say Egypt. Oh, like somebody's in my comments like, oh, it doesn't have a pointy top. Bro, pointy tops ain't the only pyramids. You got to think about pyramids is a word that is they use. The same people that built the pyramids, the same people that built them Tartarian structures. I'm not saying it happened at the same time, but it's towards that technology. And around the time the Egyptian pyramids was built, these mounds and these pyramids was built in Mexico. These mounds and pyramids was built in America, North America. I gotta specify that because everybody knows South America, but it's the invisible line. So they be like, oh, Mexico, South America, that's not y'all. Nigga, how? That's us too. What are you talking about, bro? So I ain't gonna go too deep on this video, but yeah, it's a difference between us because these folks that's Native American, right? First of all, they're tribal. Like they think like when we try to, we want to. No, we don't. We don't want to steal none of y'all shit. We taught y'all at Native American schools. We was forced to teach y'all. Some of our grandmas was teaching y'all, getting paid. They need to come out and start doing these. But the fact that all of our grandmas ties back to the land, they calling all our grandmothers liars. None of our grandmothers told us we from Africa. Obviously, and this is the thing too. If the message don't resonate, why the fuck do they stay here? That's how I be thinking they're agents. Because I'm not on nobody else's page looking for this shit. I'm telling y'all what I'm experiencing and giving it to the phone, right? But it's other people like, yo, I'm experiencing that too. I'm experiencing that too. You get all your information from Dane Calloway. It's like Dane is the only person that can go out here and do the research. He's one of the people that hipped us towards the information. Shout out UBTV. Shout out everybody. You got things like Noble Drew Ali. Like you got people who been laying this shit on the land. Then we'll let you know that we from the land too because there was so many out of Africa movements and there's so many movements to try to take us away from this shit. It was never no, yeah, we American movements ever. That was big propaganda. This was our fucking awakening. And they glitching. They fucking glitching. And a lot of them is tied to these belief systems too. So when you break down their belief system and you break down who they are, they glitch. But we gotta come out that shit and it's time to speak the truth. We've been in America, bro. We not from Africa. Sorry to tell you that, buddy. And for the Native Americans that's here, you're not originally from here. When you came here, we was already here too. But I'm pretty sure we coexisted. So it ain't like niggas trying to do a Black American versus Native American war because I'm pretty sure we was clicking up and fighting. And I'm pretty sure it was Black Americans fighting other Black Americans, so-called. We just using so-called terms right now to make it make sense. But yeah.
All right, racists.
I am not sure how to make this any clearer. There is no such thing as Indigenous DNA.
Welcome back to class. Today we're going to discuss the federally recognized jokes that claim to be sovereign. I guess in their world you can belong to the government and be partial from it at the same time, which makes no sense whatsoever. It's no secret that Native Americans are in bed with the US government. Hell, they remind us daily. It's a badge of honor to be a bitch for white men. But the biggest joke of all is the fact that there has never been a Native American president. This country doesn't respect Native Eskimos, yet you all have the scars on your knees for this country. You claim to be the first on this land, but the first 7 presidents of this country were Indigenous Black American men. Which makes me wonder, is this why you try so hard to be toxic online? Is it because you don't exist in history before 1867? Because the minute Black Americans start doing deep dive genealogy, out come the insults. You call them pretendians, weibos, and you drop passive-aggressive memes for showing their genealogy. You're mad at Black Americans for showing their family tree? Why? Why does that make you all so mad? Is it because you're ashamed of being from Germany, Siberia, and Mexico? You're all immigrants, which makes sense because so is the US government. It's an immigrant-led corporation. You cannot claim to be outside of the system while actively participating in the system. You are all feds. That's why you all spiral like crackheads on social media, projecting your insecurities. When the administrative state collapses, the paperwork validating your false identity collapses right along with it. Meaning, when the US ceases to exist, so will you. Because you all depend on DNA testing, which is only proven to be assumptive and biased. If you really are who you say you are, then prove it with your ancestry. Until then, you're just angry pretendians with no identity. And you won't stop Black Americans from gaining their true identity. It's going to happen, no matter how any of you feel. So acting like children online is a waste of time. There's nothing you can do about it. Not even your fake Bureau of Indian Affairs that has only existed since 1824. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Was that powerful or what? Native Americans are feds. Now, of course, we know like they aren't trying to be feds, but think about it. Like they have the cards and they get money every single month from the government. A lot of them do. So when the government ceases to exist, what happens to all this that they're getting? You know, as American Indians, I don't think we should be looking to the government for reparations. It's time for us to, you know, make our own type of government, because they're never going to give us what we want. And that's okay, because they are immigrants, and it benefits them and other immigrants that come to here for their power. But really, no one's benefiting right now. Absolutely nobody. So it's best that we just get rid of the lies, come forward, and re-establish what we're going to do in America. Because even though they have these reservations, it's not moving forward. And we want everyone to succeed. That's what a real American would want, is for everyone to succeed, not just their own people and not just certain groups of people.
There was kind of an ethnic cleansing with a pen going on. And it was, if you did not have white skin, you were considered black. And a lot of times, I mean, even today, you go into the town halls and you see where people have actually written over the records, where it was put in that they were Indian, and someone went in and wrote black over it. And you can actually see in censuses from time to time where they may have been Indian in the first 3 censuses, and then the last 6 of their life, they're considered black. But you also notice something else on those censuses, that they were together here, and they're still together here. It hasn't mattered what people have decided to do, you know, how they wanted to do what they wanted to do. We've stuck together.
Afro-Indigenous people exist, and we're going to keep going over this. Afro-Indigenous people are here. They've always been here, and they're not going anywhere. Afro-Indigenous people, especially on this app, but in life also, are being treated worse than any other group of people by our people. Which, by the way, Afro-Indigenous people, they're our relatives too. Don't let your traumas get in the way of mending bonds that were broken due to colonization. That's what the colonizers want you to do.
All a lie. Everything we've been taught in the American education system is all a lie. Yes, Native Americans weren't the original people of this land. We actually took it from black people. We were so good at it that we just wiped out any trace of their language and their culture.
Because it's funny how the blacks here, the original Indians, they got overthrown, right? They even you know, put some of them into slavery and shit. Yet none of them now are getting any sort of land, getting any sort of, I guess, money. Dude, I live close to Temecula. Okay, basically I'm out here in Southern California. I have a friend. This dude gets $10,000 a month. This Siberian man. Okay, and you gotta think like that's fucked. Like this is one of the biggest secrets in history, man. And if you don't believe me, that the original Negro here, okay, the black Indian, look at the Olmecs.
I just want to have a little heart-to-heart with the Native Americans. Y'all, please understand that we are not trying to be y'all. We realize that Native Americans are totally different than American Indians. So I don't understand why you guys get upset when we say that we are American Indians, because I do know that it's offensive to call you guys Indians, because you guys know that you are not Indian, okay? Totally different people. Why is it all of this animosity for us finding our history, for us finding out who we are? We're not walking around here saying we're Native Americans. We know who y'all are. Y'all know who y'all are. So why get mad at us because we're finding out who we are? Is it something else to it? And we both know it is. But we're not trying to say that we're the same people. We're not walking around saying that we're Native Americans. We're saying we're American Indians, which is a thing that y'all for generations have said that you guys are not. And even in the books and the paperwork and all of that, it says who the American Indians are. And this is why it's offensive to y'all to call y'all that, because y'all know that the American Indians are the Negroes. Okay? So we're not trying to take y'all spot at all. Totally different tribe. Totally different people.
Native Americans, you asked for proof? Here's your proof.
To my fellow natives, I have a question. In today's political climate, do you feel the same way that I do? Like, genuinely, do you hear me on this? Do you have this weird feeling of where you just want to go home? You just, like, your spirit is telling you go home, wherever home is, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean when I say home. When do we get to go home?
Now comment below, bitches.
Man, get in here, get in here, get in here. This is the first time I'm gonna add a video to bag up the claim to this. This is the first time I'm gonna add a video is the claim to this to show you that the 1968 Indian Civil Rights Act and the 14th Amendment, Indian not tax, is us. This is the first time I'ma do this about to blow your mind. Now, before I show this video, pay attention to the room and watch how you don't see no Native Americans in the room. That's what I want you to do when I play this video. You're gonna see who the Indians are, right? Who the Indians are, right? You're about to see. Play the video. Now, what you will notice that you don't see Jesse Jackson. You don't see Al Sharpton, right? You don't see none of these people. Look at the room. Where's the Native Americans? Where? That's us right there.
That's my granddaddy, my uncle, my father, my great grandfather. That's what they look like. That's my people. I don't know about y'all. I don't know who's watching, but this is what my people look like. And these are the Indian civil rights people who were going for that act before they dropped the word Indian.
That's us right there. Where's the Native Americans at? Where is the Native Americans at? Doing the signing. Where they at? Okay, you see Lyndon B. Johnson, right? He the one signed the... Look at the background. You see us and the Europeans conqueror. Washington, D.C. That's who you see. You don't see no Native Americans. In one room. This is how the peace treaties were signed without Native Americans being involved. You see that? Look, you see it? White and so-called black, which the Indians of the signing of the Civil Rights Act of 1968. Look at the Indians. Look at it. Where's the Native Americans, huh? Can you point them out? Where's Jesse Jackson? Where is the NAACP that turned on us? Because a lot of these people work for the NAACP. They do. But where's the ones that turned on us to call us Negro? Dr. Martin Luther King was dead a week after this. Before this. Look at that. That's the Indian chiefs. Look at that. That's the Indian chiefs right here. Where's the Native Americans at, huh? Show me where's the Native Americans at? They nowhere to be seen. And they talking about, the 1968 Civil Rights Bill was for us. Look at that. Look at the bill right there. Look at the bill right there in your face. 14th Amendment, Indian not taxed. Look at that. Where's the Native Americans at, huh? Show me.
Of all ethnic groups, who can relate most to Native Indian oppression?
Black people.
Black people? That's a... Yeah.
Nigga, Negro, nigger, and the Confederate flag is ours. Y'all gonna crash out. They have played us in our face for so long that it's not even, like, you can't even fathom how deep this shit go. The Confederate flag was ours. They came over here, switched it, and cosplayed so that way we wouldn't remember that we were warriors. They're afraid of us remembering, which is why they had to take over the nigger word too, because they didn't want you to remember who you are. They didn't want you to remember that this is our shit, this is our land, our language, our words, our last name, our companies that they've came over and taken over by saying that you were a slave. The whole slave narrative benefited them because it allowed them to come over and say that they founded our businesses. You were sitting at your desk and somebody came in and said they founded it. Just like, so basically just think about somebody going into the grocery store and saying they founded the groceries. It's no different. The slavery narrative helped push that. The Confederate narrative helped push that. When they said that slavery was over, we were still fighting. We were still fighting. And then they lied and said that they were the Confederate. So it'll look like, yeah.
We are the American Indians. Part 2. Let it be known worldwide. Yes, we them people. Indigenous Americans. The high-tech trendsetters of the entire world. I'm the high-tech trendsetter. Newbie One.
So in conclusion, yes, American Indians and Native Americans are two distinct people. Should Native Americans be crashing out? No. This is a chance for both of our groups to grow, right? Our ancestry goes farther than just our contact with colonizers, okay? And we can go back to the times where we actually got along together and lived side by side of each other. But just like one of the Native Americans that we saw wanted to go back to Siberia, this is a chance for you guys to really dive deep into your ancestry and really trace your roots back home. Who wouldn't want to do that? I think there's truth and there's growth here for both parties, and nobody should be crashing out, but this is a chance for all of us to learn and grow together. All right. This has been Ariel Jillian. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next one.